watching college football for over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Terrapins offense takes the field. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
It's complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Part in the backfield. It's Smith. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Run the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So UCLA's offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick.
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bruins want to move quickly. They'll go to the air on third and short. Puts it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The Bruins are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sims. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On his feet at the 40. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Maryland!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Quick strike complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive gain.
They go to the ground. He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. This one's complete. He's loose. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Got it behind the line. It's Burrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Third and long, he has to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab deep. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful
pick off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. The inside handoff. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Bruins have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burrell. And he fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Throwing right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Washington. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he holds it in at the 25.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give him these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Washington. He's got him. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody that dug their heel on the ground, they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, pass to marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate.
Looking deep down the right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's...
There he goes! Smashes him with the stick.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. and somehow it's 2nd and 7. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for space. It's Burrell. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the tight end. That's a 20. He's got space. Touchdown, Bruins! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. The 20. He's a touchdown, Maryland! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Throws and fires complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man, where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of return, but they can deliver that as they got it at the 49. They'll leave it with him.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He got it. Gets out of bounds after a big game, and they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, UCLA! They keep the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gets the back moving. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Here's a hit. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game already, over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made it.
Makes the catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Breaks into the open. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
On the move, it's Burrell. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so So if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Hey, make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Maryland! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Worthy. The quick out. He's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
He lets it fly. Got it in straight inside the 20. Touchdown! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Washington. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it's good! After the earlier miss, redemption and celebration
you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.